All right, welcome everybody. Good to have you here with us. We'll, I guess, continue to add some folks as they come in, but great to be here this morning with all of the Pacesetters and above. We are translating this call live right now in Russian, German, Japanese, Hungarian, and French. So for those that have Pacesetters who prefer those languages, they can tune in right now to the translator interpretation link and select their language. We'll also be recording in those languages as well. But great to have everyone here with us. Let's test if the panelists work. I guess we were talking to Caroline earlier, so it is good to have all of our Pacesetter and above join us. We normally do this as a regular Zoom format, which we prefer because we could see everybody and interact. But because we wanted to do the live translations today, we're using a webinar format. So appreciate you guys. All right. Sushi. If you were with us in the at the Phuket event, you can go ahead, please raise your hand and make sure that your name that you have listed is a name that we would recognize you by. All right, there's Ivica. We're adding Ivica. Go ahead and, if you were with us in Phuket, go ahead and raise your hand so that we can add you in here as a panelist. All right, there's Avinash. All right, and then Edward, you guys should be able to do the same while we get going here. So if you recognize anybody with their hands raised from Phuket.
Yeah, of course.
I think some people are raising their hands, maybe not knowing any different. All right, welcome everybody. Good to have you with us. And I believe, are you guys able to, panelists, are you able to turn your cameras on as well?
Hey, Jeremy, it says that the host has disabled turning the cameras on, man.
Okay, all right, one more setting here. Let me
Yes, same here.
all right, now you guys should be able to turn your videos on. Okay, good. Oh man, I like those fireworks, Richard.
Well, you know what's going on here, even though it's 7 a.m. where I'm here seeing my sons, and it's still early morning here, so you know, I've got to set some fireworks to get the world going. I haven't had my coffee yet.
Love it. Good. Well, welcome everybody. Good to have you with us, and let's dive in. Appreciate everybody's patience here on the late start this morning, but we just want to make sure we're all on the same page with you as the leaders in Daisy, the Pacesetters and above. We have, first of all, just an incredible, huge congratulations to the entire community, especially to every one of you as Pacesetters and above. We have reached our goals in the first crowd fund. We have reached the 500 million in contributions and assets under management. And exciting things are happening. We know that everyone probably a little bit disappointed because we're not able to announce yet what the next project is. This is due to confidentiality agreements. This is due to protect the project and really prepare for a massive launch at the Dubai event. And also so that there's no distractions right now, because quite frankly, the next 2 months, the final 2 months that people will be able to contribute and join the Endotech Daisy crowd fund, where people will be able to put their upgrade their tiers, upgrade their momentum packs, and really take full advantage of the AI project that we crowdfunded. We have until February 21st for that to happen. And there's some really exciting news. And today you're going to hear from some of the top leaders in Daisy that were with us at the Dubai event. But this is a massive opportunity for all of us to really take the final 2 months, help everyone that we can join the Daisy smart contract make sure that everyone in your organization is taking advantage of the upgrades and the momentum packs, and really close out this crowdfunding phase with a massive, massive bang. And it's going to be such a huge story to the world as well, that we are moving into a private fund, that this is now something that is only going to be available for our members. And this is such a big story that we've reached the goal, and now we're able to launch the next big project with the community at the Dubai event, and really offer this opportunity as an exclusive members only opportunity. Literally, you have 2 months left to participate and to be a part of this first project with Endotech. So huge achievement, huge accomplishment, and really, really a massive opportunity for every single one of us to take advantage of these final 2 months in the crowdfunding stage. So let's go ahead and do this before we go any further today. Let's bring on, we've got some of our Phuket leaders, some of the top leaders in Daisy that were with us at the Phuket event. They signed a non-disclosure agreement and have learned about the next project. You'll be able to, I think, hear their excitement about that as well. But really the purpose of today's call, guys, is to say, let's focus on what we are doing together as a team of leaders over these next 2 months, because really the most important 2 months we've ever had as we close out phase 1 and as we start to build pre-launch momentum into the next project. So why don't we just open it up right now to some of the leaders that are here. I see Ivica, Avinash, Caroline, so many of you, Brendan, Susan, Tomomi, Norbert, Per, so many of you that were with us in Phuket. So why don't we just open up the microphones right now to these leaders, and I would love to hear from you guys. What are you focused on right now for the next 2 months, and what would you like to share with all of the Pacesetters about this moment that we have together between now and the Dubai event?
It's funny that you,
Jeremy, Caroline. Hi, Cara. You want to go first?
Hi, Richard. No, I'm fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, for me, it's really kind of obvious, and I'm probably just going to be, repeating, what many of the leaders are going to be talking about. Phuket was really awesome, and first of all, thank you from all the leaders for giving us such an amazing event out there. But for me and Miss V, my business partner, it's really quite obvious. We've got all the days laid out in front of us. We've counted, I think it's 60 something days between now and the 21st. And literally every day is going to be filled with making sure we impart all of the information that we're allowed to talk about, to make sure people are focused on what needs to be done between now and February 21st. And for me, my first focus is to speak to my team. There are some people in my team who are super proactive, and constantly updated with what's going on, and there are others who probably still haven't opened their wallet in the last 6 months. So I'm going to make sure that every single person is getting to hear what's going on, talk about the opportunity to be able to tier up between now and February the 21st, and just talk about the importance of getting that done, because obviously February 21st, after that time, the opportunity's gone away, for consistent, for current Daisy members as well as new people. So for me, at the risk of stating the obvious, it's literally, I have a list of everybody who's in my team. I know Miss B has a list of everybody who's in who she's responsible for, and we're literally calling every single one of them, making sure they get all of the information that's super important about getting themselves tiered up, making sure that they share it with everybody, share the opportunity with everybody else. And then after that, I'm still talking to those people who are on the fence, those people who are, even looking at a tier 1 or a tier 2, as well as those people who could potentially be, really strong Pacesetter goals. And that's where my focus is to make sure that everybody that is in the team, everybody's around the team, everybody that's been on the fence about what's going on, understands what's going on, and make sure that they don't say after February the 21st, gosh darn it, I wish you told me about this. You know, why didn't you tell me about this? I don't ever want to have that call. So for me, at the risk of stating the obvious, that's my focus. And then over and above that is promoting the event, is making sure that everybody we can get to the event. That's what we're working on. That's what we're pushing. So Jeremy, at the risk of stating the obvious, as I say, that's my goal, my focus goal, Miss B's focus goal, literally from early in the morning to late at night, to make sure everybody gets the information. I'm completely clearing my calendar of everything else to make sure this gets done.
Awesome, Richard, and I love everything you said. I think the most important thing that stood out, and I want everyone to hear this, is leaders are picking up the phones, making the phone calls, and there are certain announcements that you can get away with posting in your team group chats or in your social media channels, that right, but there are certain announcements that require that personal contact. This is too big to just be a post on Telegram, right? This moment is too big to wait and see who's gonna get the information. I love that proactive, high touch approach of saying this is a moment where it's time to pick up the phone and reach out and actually have a heart-to-heart communication with all of the members of each organization. So thanks for that, Richard. Caroline, we'll throw it over to you next.
Yeah, I was smiling a bit when you said, what are you going to focus on for the next 60 days? For the last 3 years already, I focus every single day on Daisy, and I will be doing that for the next 50 years at least. And then I pass it on to my son and my grandson and everyone else. So what I have seen is I did already Zoom calls for my Spanish team yesterday. For the German team, we had more than 160 people on there, which was very nice. And I agree with Richard, and the thing what I'm doing now is I want to keep it very simple. I focus on the now, basically, that it's the last chance to enter in this great Daisy/Endotech opportunity. And yes, I call everyone on my team to talk to the ones that might have been asleep. And I reach out for everyone. I mentioned it before, and to everyone I haven't mentioned it yet to, because I thought maybe it's not for them. I go through my agenda again, what I did in the very beginning, like halfway through, and now again for taking that last chance and just bring it to the next level. And I'm actually writing as well pitches that I can also post on social media that keep it very simple, down to the essence, and that people have an easy start. And today somebody showed it already. Manu from our Pacesetter group, he posted it, I think, just in the German channel. On Token Pocket, you can actually buy via credit card, via Apple Pay, your cryptocurrency. So you go on Token Pocket, you buy, and you enter. This is great. Wow. We just found out today. So we make it super simple, and that should work in theory from all over the world. So check it out. Token Pocket, credit card payment, even SEPA transfers. So yes, we have now the right tools to make it very simple to enroll everyone. So at least I have a foot into the Daisy Endotech door. And then I will tell them, plus you have the pole position for the next project. Everyone that is interested into building, I really teach them how to unlock already now the next, the generations of the next product. But I thought I would have a problem of not saying too much, but I think you can bring out the energy without saying what it's about. Because I agree with Susan, it is jaw-dropping. It really is. And yeah, have the foot in at least, and then start with a big bang already the 21st. So we end one thing with a big bang, and we are starting the next project with a big bang. And I cannot wait for Dubai. We have lots of people signing up. We see it in the groups. Tickets are being sold. And what I recommend is, in case you still have doubts or thinking, should I come or not, please come. I think within the next 4 weeks, the whole arena might be sold out. And yeah, this is all I have to say. I'm very happy, very excited, as always. And I'm actually now driving to the land where we get our olives. We press our own olive oil. Thanks to Daisy. So I'm going to post photos when we have the fresh oil done, and I bring some to Dubai, I promise.
Yeah, that's amazing, Caroline. Thank you so much. And yeah, guys, to reiterate, this Dubai event is going to be a sold out event. When we announce our next project and our next partners, you're going to understand that this is something that's going to be just all over the news, all over the media. What we have for our next project is going to be very public and going to be very mainstream. And as a result of that, even the Dubai event, we are expecting some from the public, thousands of private invited guests that are going to be at this event on top of the Daisy community. So even more important that if you are part of the Daisy community, you want to be at this event. You don't want someone in the public who hasn't been a part of this project to be at the event taking your seat. You want it to be at this event and experience this massive launch with us. The other thing I just love about what's happening right now is, the fact that this is going private is such a strong position for us in the market. This is not a situation where, Edward, you were saying this earlier when we were talking that this is crowdfunding, and every crowdfunding project has a target. It has a beginning and it has an end, right? And for us to be coming to the completion of this goal is just huge. And for us to be transitioning into a members only environment really creates such an elite status, right? For all of us in Daisy. This is not something, I like what one leader posted on social media. They said, Daisy doesn't care who you are. They don't care how much money you're offering to bring to the fund. After February 21st, this opportunity to be a part of the AI trading with us comes to an end. It will only be available for those who join before February 21st. And I love that. So Edward, I'll throw it to you to maybe comment on that, because I know you compare it a lot to even the American Express Black Card and other things, where this is really now going to be a elite private members type of environment.
JAP, I love it. Yes, I like that comment that you said, but I was just sitting and thinking about what is happening. Crowdfunding has ended. Crowdfunding has beginning this, and we successfully funding. So what we're doing, we're not closing, we're transforming from crowdfunding into closed private VIP fund. And after 21st, no one will be able to join. So the 21st is actually when the real Daisy starts. This is when the real Daisy starts. So I want to actually, I just had a comparison idea. I built many homes before, right? And imagine you building a home and you have a deadline. When you build a home, you have a permit from the city. You have a deadline. You have a 1 year to build, or 2 years, or 3 years, right? And time comes and you need to move into your house and it's not complete. So I compare it, it's almost like you building your fund, you building your Daisy home. And after 21st, you're not allowed to build anymore. So wherever you finish, that's when you're moving. So maybe you didn't buy that furniture yet. So you're going to move in a house with no furniture, and you're going to live with no furniture. That means you have not a strong enough portfolio, right? So right now, instead of focused on a new project is jaw dropping. It's huge. But by building Daisy right now, you're building your new project already, because it's all in a smart contract, hard coded, all your genealogy is there. So it's like, it's the biggest focus right now. Every leader here understands this. We talked this in Phuket. And what's really, we didn't even think of, between you, Jeremy, Ilya, and I, we were ready to announce to the world on December 10th. Name the project, show everything. And through the half of the meeting in Phuket with these top leaders, you come to me and you're like, we gotta talk. You pulled me off, called Ilya and says, I just talked to several leaders. They came to us and they said, we cannot announce it. We gotta sign an NDA with everyone. We cannot announce it. This is way too big. and we need to focus on closing successfully, because what is big? Achievement of Daisy, successful achievement of this crowdfunding. This is huge, right? But the next projects, it's like, I can't even, better not talk, because we will say a little bit too much, right? And it's protecting the next project. We need to launch it. We can't announce it in 1 hour over the call. Come to Dubai, and the information you'll get, just being there and seeing 10,000 people full Coca-Cola Arena, and having all your team with you launching that same day. I guarantee you there's going to be people that who made in the last 3 years, whatever they need in the last 3 years, whatever they built in the last 3 years, they're going to launch in 1 day bigger than they did it in 3 years. If you put focus right now to talk to all your people, what just Richard said, I know I talked to some leaders. You focus right now on all your team, and also new blood, new people, because you're not going to be able to bring new people after. That's it. It's done. It's going to be so private, so VIP. There's so many strong funds. Like we would love to be part of it. And they don't care who you are. They don't care how much money you have. They will not accept it. This is exactly where we coming to February 21st. Anyway, enough said. We're transforming Daisy from crowdfund in a VIP fund. We're not over. We're not finished. We start in days and 21st February with a huge launch of new project as well, which is jaw-dropping.
Yeah, we've said it, thousands of times. We're just getting started, right? And I can tell you that on February 21st, we are just getting started. A great analogy is of this, because a lot of people ask, why can't you tell us? Why can't we announce what the next project is? Well, I don't know. It's kind of like if you were planning a proposal, if you were planning to propose for someone to marry you, and you're preparing this amazing moment in the proposal, and then you just decide 2 months before the proposal, I'm just gonna propose to my wife on a webinar, right? I'm just gonna propose on a text message. Like you don't take such a special big moment and then dilute it and lose the power of that moment, right? What we're going to be proposing and announcing to the world on February 21st is so big. It's so big. It's so disruptive. It deserves the full energy of that live event. And I can tell you, guys, this is the first time in my business career where I've ever been in the middle of a meeting sharing the most important information we've ever shared. And in that meeting, the members in that meeting say, hey, we need to sign a non-disclosure agreement. And we need to keep this a secret. This is too big to announce right now. I've never had that happen before, but it was such a smart decision for so many reasons. So guys, you just have to trust us at this point. February 21st announcement is that big. It's that special. So you don't want to miss the Dubai event. You want to be there in person. And let's swing this conversation back around now full circle, because right now there absolutely is nothing more important than focusing on enrolling as many new people as possible into Daisy phase 1 before February 21st, and helping everybody in your organization upgrade their tiers, upgrade their momentum packs, and take full advantage before we close the front door to this AI platform. So let's go over to Tomomi and Megumi. You guys have literally built the largest organization in all of Daisy. You have more Pacesetters and more Pacesetter leaders than any other market in the world. You'll have more people from Japan. There'll be more people from Japan than any other single country at this Dubai event. And everyone in Daisy is talking about the Japanese team, about the momentum that's happening in Japan. And we had such an amazing time. You had so many leaders there in Phuket. It was such an amazing time. So Tomomi and Megumi, why don't we throw it over to you guys next to talk about what you are focused on right now for the next 2 months.
Hi everyone. Thank you for inviting us to the Phuket wonderful resort. We have such a very good time, and for us, for the team, we are talking, enjoying, relaxing together. That is amazing. So I want next leader event. It will be like hundreds and thousands leader is next year event. I am target for that, and then that like my team, like my leaders, like like everyone, every single person, every single person saying our life is changing because of the Daisy. Thank you, Daisy. I love Daisy. Everyone say that. But for me, the next event is really huge. And then like Daisy changed our life, like who joined Daisy. But next project is world will be changed. Like if someone doesn't participate new project, those who didn't join that new project, the world will be changed. That impact, I can, like, it's over my image, like it's like beyond of my imagination. Like we are all our team in Phuket is like wow. And then my next 2 months, our target is every single member, even who didn't even introduce Daisy, not even single person, but two that direct for tier 5 and a 25K. So every single person reaching that point in the 5 level deep, that is changing their future in the next. So get small, but after that, the leader become easily achieving their goal.
Such a good point, Tomomi.
Such a good point. Such a good point.
Right now, every single person you have in your team, to have them with this promo, to have them unlock the new project, because you unlocking now, when we're gonna launch, it's what? It's like 10x harder, not harder, more volume, or 5x volume.
5x.
So, yeah, by doing it now, that's a good point. Yeah.
That's a huge point. Edward, I had the exact same thought. I thought, this is, of everything that's been said so far, this is it, right? Like this is,
I have to take the notes
on helping every person in your team, because it's such an easy goal to reach, right? If every person in your team can refer two new people at tier 5 and achieve 25,000 in group volume between now and the Dubai event, they literally start the next project with 5 generations completely unlocked in the rewards plan. This is so big for every single member of Daisy. And I love that you're focusing on that, Tomomi, not the tier 8 or the tier 10, because those people will do it as well. They'll move on and do it. But this is the target that everyone can achieve, that every single person in Daisy can achieve the target of 2 personal referrals at tier 5 and 25,000 in team volume. This is a goal that every single person can reach. And if we focus on that goal for everyone, then of course you will have people that say, I want to unlock 8 generations, or I want to unlock 10 generations. Great, we can help them do that. But everybody can reach that goal. of unlocking 5 generations. So amazing, Tomomi. Thank you so much. Megumi, let's go over to you as well. I know you guys are doing big things in Japan, so thank you for being with us today.
Unlock yourself, Megumi. You're speaking English very good. Say at least 2 words.
Oh, she's muted still, I think.
Yeah, you're muted. She's probably.
She's probably
話してくれる
There you are.
So Megumi, what are you and your team focused on right now for the next 2 months? And Tomomi, feel free if you want to translate.
I can say this.
I can help translate, no problem. Maybe
I can say one thing, Megumi. I will say one thing. I got a message from Megumi while I was still in Phuket before I even joined the flight. She said her leaders from Phuket and team already working hard. They're not wasting a minute. They're working hard. They're not playing anymore. There's no relax anymore. And then every single day I'm receiving a bunch of pictures from her, meetings and more meetings, and live meetings, more live meetings. That's what she's doing right now. She's pushing it. But I just wanted her to say a few words because those who doesn't know, when I met Megumi first time, Tomomi brought her to introduce. Megumi did not speak English at all. Now she speaks English very good. She's perfectionist. She wants to speak in public when she speaks fluent, probably. But anyway, Megumi, just say a few words. You can do it. No, okay. Anyway.
Okay, let's go to
okay.
It's okay. Yeah, it's proof that it's proof that you can be shy and still make millions of dollars in days.
Exactly. I mean, yeah.
Laser focus. Well, speaking of top producers and top leaders, let's go over to Hungary, to Ivica, because we talk a lot about the Japanese market, and of course, it's amazing what's happened in Japan. But Japan is a big market. Japan is a big business market. It's a big entrepreneurial market. But what Ivica and his team have done is equally as extraordinary, because they have broken records in this industry from places like Hungary and Croatia, from markets that typically do not have big business and they're not known for global businesses, and yet they have broken records. He's also the #1 personal producer in all of Daisy. No one has earned more bonus pool shares. No one has referred more people, well over 1,000 personal referrals. And so what Ivica and his team are doing is also something that no one else in Daisy has ever done. And Ivica, we're so inspired by your leadership, and we're going to throw it over to you, man. What are you guys focused on right now for the next 2 months?
Hi to everybody. Yeah, actually, with Norbert, we count at the event that in Hungary there is 10 million people and 2 leaders are here. So Japanese need to be at least 30 there to catch us. So
so if we're going based upon percentage and per capita, I get it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay. Exactly.
All right.
And with Norbert, we told that next time, at least we need to have 5 people from Hungary on this event, at least, but maybe more. When I arrived home, my phone, my Telegram, my Messenger just ringing. Everybody wants to meet with me. I have a schedule for all days. So I already done with this, 5 guys with my 5 tiers. And I think that I already opened the 10 levels. But my goal is now to help people to understand what we have in our hands, so that these 5 tiers with 2 people, and to open these 5 levels is like Tomomi said, I think very easy to achieve if you know that the next project will be something that will whole world talk about. So and to understand people that it's done. So when you are on February 21st there, if you are not part of the DAISY, you will never be part of this closed, exclusive hedge fund that we have. And I think that we show to the world what we are capable, how much people can earn from totally passive income, and how much people can earn if they are active. And I know that this is the hardest thing. Most people that they don't have a boss and nobody tells him, stand up and start to talk with people. And because you are entrepreneur in online marketing businesses, but they need to understand that the next 70 days can be life-changing for them if they start to do something. So, the Einstein told that if you do nothing, the results will always be the 0. So you need to do something if you want to change your life, if you want to change your life of your family, of your friends. And you remember I told you that our goal, I think, like leaders and this project is maybe a biblical thing that we need to lift more and more people to be financial independent. And if we have similar people with similar thinking like we are, then we can change the world. And this lot of negativity, what it's going, and people just live from fear. So we need to go to love and to spread that love and good living with a lot of people, and then maybe we can change something.
Awesome, Ivica. And I know Dr. Norbert is there here with you as well, one of the top leaders in your team. Dr. Norbert, it was great to see you and your son in Phuket. It was really, really great to spend time with you. I know that you must be excited about the 90-10 extension for the Tier 10 contributions as well. That's great. But Norbert, would you like to add anything to what Ivica said today?
Yes, thank you very much. So it was amazing few days with you guys, all of you. So it's 100% sure that this is a DAISY family, not independent leaders, independent members. So we thinking about everything together. We decided everything together. It was amazing, and you can see I'm still in Amani Resort.
I was just gonna say it. You're still in Phuket. Aman.
Yes, yes. Yes, that's it. What everybody have to understand, the small members with small amounts, with the big leaders also, until 21st of February, we will found our hedge fund, as we told. Because we allow this residual unilevel income, and it will be huge. What we base next 2 months, it will be for the future years, amazing for everyone. So don't forget this thing. It is very, very important. And I think so this unilevel bonus so important as the other bonuses. So everybody can calculate how big can be his group, how big can be those incomes. So it will be, I think, game changing also for everybody's life.
Yeah, good point, Norbert. That guys, the unilevel reward system is actually the biggest. It's the most rewarding component of the entire Daisy rewards plan. Sure, the bonus pools are exciting. There's extra money there. It's great. The upfront money is exciting, but it has become the unilevel residual income that is the biggest story in all of Daisy. And this is the story that really, for you as pace setters, should drive everything for these next 2 months, because the more momentum that you create, the more contributions that you generate over these next 2 months, you secure that unilevel residual income long term. And we have paid out more in residual bonuses than we have in upfront bonuses. And that is phenomenal. That is absolutely a phenomenal statistic, that the unilevel rewards, the AI training rewards, that this component of the model is bigger than everything else combined. And that's massive. And so with the front end closing on February 21st, it's the back end unilevel residual that really is the most important conversation now for anyone who's building Daisy as a business. And you literally have 2 months left to build that unilevel residual as big as possible. So what a great point for the next 2 months. Thank you, Dr. Norbert. Thank you, Ivica. Let's go to Brendan and Susan, who are also still in Thailand right now. And let's go over to Brendan and Susan. Thank you, guys. What are you guys focused on right now? What do you want to share with the leaders?
Yeah, obviously, most of it has already been said, so we'll be echoing a lot with what has been said because the fundamentals don't change. But for us, we're really leveraging the persuasive power of, scarcity, urgency, and the fear of missing out. Every hour that passes, that the window of opportunity is getting closer as we approach the point where this will become that private, exclusive VIP club. So it's a very low micro commitment, even for leaders that don't already have a position. Even if you have to get a position for it, I mean, $100. It's a very low commitment. The conversion rates are sky high right now, and it's just going to snowball as we get towards. We saw what happened when we had that $93 million month, and that's just because 2 bonus pools were closing. So imagine what we can do when the entire trading fund is going to close its doors for new members. In terms of people that are already in, similar to what Tomomi mentioned, we're helping people, owners, wrap their head around that target of the 200,000 and the amount of personal tier 5s that they need between now and the event, and obviously surpass that. And us as leaders on this call, our focus should be how we can duplicate that. How many people can we get focused on that target? And so it's a powerful opportunity. It's never going to return again. And as you know, Jeremy, one thing that we love about this model and have always gravitated to, Susan, I'm sure you were going to speak about it, that we love the concept of one team, multiple streams of income. It's hard coded to you on the blockchain. Every time you build a team, every project that launches, it gets exponentially larger, and you don't have to start again from scratch. So we're getting people focused on what they need to do now to unlock, obviously, the next project, to get pre-positioned, because again, that power of that compounding residual income, it's not just residual income, it's compounding residual income, because the money that the money is making is earning more money, and that effect compounding on itself over time. You're essentially creating your own micro hedge fund here, and you get compensated in direct proportion to the amount of venture capital that you're able to raise. So if you haven't got to work yet, you've got 60 days to compress timeframes and get as much capital in as you can. So
65 days.
65 days.
But who's counting?
I love it.
So,
no, that's a great point, Brent. And Susan, I'll throw it to you. I just want to piggyback. Oops, sorry. I want to piggyback real quick on what Brent said, because this is another big point, guys. You don't know the new project yet, but what we can tell you is it's going to be a 99% participation rate, meaning that everyone in your Daisy organization, everyone, when they hear about the new project, they will get involved. I mean, it's one of those projects that's so relevant and so big, they're going to get involved. And so to get in position right now to maximize day one of the new project, it's a very smart decision, because the participation rate the conversion rate of this new project is going to be 9 out of 10 people. 9 out of 10 people will join this next project. And in some cases, it will be 10 out of 10. So Susan, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I wanted to anchor that thought in because it really is a true statement.
No problem. That's perfect. So just to feed off of that, really, essentially, Bren said everything other than we are really just focusing on the data and bringing those 2 points forward, because a lot of us have been doing the overviews and the rewards plan, going through all the details. And I know our main focus is those 2 that Bren mentioned. Your organization is hard coded on the blockchain, and we always emphasize it, but it's been word tracks so far. And now we're about to really experience it for real. And we have an unprecedented pivot in time here. So it's each of our individual decision to make as far as what we're going to do to seize the moment and really put the potential of what we have with this hard-coded blockchain, incredible plan that pays compounding residual to work. And so we're bringing that forward and just reaching out, following up with all of our existing members, passive members. Are you interested? Even if you bring in 2 people, what Momi said, just do the basics. It's going to pay you forward, far surpassing what you could imagine. And of course, our builders, make sure to inform, as Richard led the way in the energy here today. So taking the energy from sharing this space with all of you leaders here in Phuket and you founders, we're taking the content, putting it together, and just really communicating. And I think that's the best that we can all do. And to all of you watching, can you imagine? Hopefully we're displaying the minds, the power of the minds that we are all stepping into 2024 with. Join us. Let's do this together.
Love it, man. Appreciate you guys. Let's go over to Avinash. Avi, I know you are already in full gear coming out of Phuket. You guys are driving the machine right now. So any closing thoughts, Avi, that you want to share with everyone about what we should be doing these last 2 months?
Hey, absolutely. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for an incredible get together in Phuket. As you can see, I'm not in Phuket anymore. I'm wearing big jackets back in Europe. It was phenomenal. From my perspective, it's very simple, right? It's foot to the pedal right now. People should focus on what we have right now, because you have a lot more people interested. It is known that when something is about to be discontinued or people can't have access anymore, people are more likely to make a decision and jump in. Right now, we have the opportunity of doing the work once and getting paid multiple times. Because what you do now, between now and February 21st, is going to define how much of a powerful launch of the new phase you have. And that's key for me. It reminds me of, for example, Usain Bolt said it took him 4 years to run the fastest 100 meters. Yes, he'd clocked 9.58 seconds, but it was the 4 years of training. In the same way, you don't see any big brand focus on the actual product. Coca-Cola doesn't show you a can of Coke on all their adverts. In fact, they show you more the lifestyle that comes around with it. The way I look at it right now, we've got a great opportunity. You have people who will join Daisy AI with you right now passively. But on the 21st of February, when they see what we're launching, you're not going to have to try to convince them, because they're going to look at what we're launching and say, oh my God, I know 20 people, I know 50 people that will be interested in this. So not only you're going to do the work once and get paid on 2 different projects, not only you have the opportunity to qualify from the first person in your organization contributing to phase 2, where you get paid irrespective of the levels they're at, because you can qualify in advance. But you're going to have people who right now will come in passively as a crowdfunder, but when they look at phase 2, they're going to start building. and you want to be qualified to earn on all those generations right now. So for me personally, myself, my team, the team, it's all about, you know, how many people can we give the opportunity of not missing out on Daisy AI, and also be positioned so that they have the biggest launch they've ever known in their life when we launch phase 2 on the 21st of February. So we're focused on bringing people back up to date, people who's been in Daisy but has lost touch. We're, you know, helping people make a decision to come to Dubai. We're not even focused on phase 2. We're not even talking about there's a phase 2, because when they are there, it's done. It's a done deal. So there's no point me spending time and energy right now explaining to someone there's something else coming, when all they need to do is get involved now, and when they hear the news, they'll be in anyway. So that's my 2 cents on the current situation, Jeremy. Thank you very much.
Amazing, brother. Appreciate you. All right, let's go to Per, and then we're gonna close out the call here today. Per, great to see you in Phuket. And what are your closing thoughts for us today?
Hello, so nice to see you, all of you guys. Thank you for Phuket. It was awesome. What I'm thinking about right now is what we have today. We have never ever before have a stronger argument to get people into Daisy, because after the 21st, it's too late. So I do agree with Caro so much. I have spoken with people that I have doubted to speak with before. 4 people, and all 4 of them are in, because I'm saying after 21st, it's too late. So I don't have to focus on the next project. But I am a liar if I haven't told some of my leader that it's huge what is coming. I have not said what, but I'm also focused to the leaders that we have to bring 2 new referrals. We have to reach that 25,000 volume, and to the biggest leaders, of course, I'm talking about the 200,000 and 5 new people. So the best argument, and I think the best advice I can give, I have much smarter people on this webinar than I, but the smartest argument today is that we are closing out. Daisy is closing out Endotech. This will be a private club. And we have our track record from Endotech, which is huge. Everybody is saying something else. They are coming from another planet than I do. So it's all about get into Daisy, do those things with the 2 referrals for most of the people. We're closing out. It's like, think about this. What if Netflix had said, like 4 years ago, this is the last chance to get to buy shares in Netflix. You have, like, I think Susan said, it's 65 days left. People will go nuts. So I'm quite sure I can promise this. The next 65 days will be the biggest volume in Norway ever seen before. So from now, January, and until Dubai, it will be huge. People will join in drones, because of this is the last chance, and they will not miss out the big one that nobody needs to know, because we know it, and when they trust us. So when we say the next thing is the biggest ever, they do trust us. So thank you very much for having me on, and thank you so much for Phuket. Love you all, guys. It was amazing time spending with you guys. Thank you very much.
Awesome, Per. Thank you. And I see that Jonathan has made it on as a panelist. So let's throw our last comment to Jonathan, who's building a huge team over there in France and all over Europe. So Jonathan, we'll throw it to you, man. What are your closing thoughts today?
Hi, everybody. Hi, Jeremy. I am to the airport at Phuket, so I leave tonight. It was amazing, and to answer your question, what I have planned to develop more and more for the 60 days we have. I have already booked 2 dates with more than 100 people who come. at my event. So I am very exciting with our future for the next project. It is so crazy, and for French people and for everybody, I want to say that it's so incredible because it is the world. You said, Jeremy, that it is there is 3 billion people in the world who are interested in. So it is so crazy to have this kind of opportunity to already have an opportunity when the people who want to join, you win money directly because they are interested in by this kind of project. So it's so wonderful. Thank you very much. It was amazing. And I am very exciting for the 21 February. And my plan for all people who I will present Daisy is to explain them the importance to be at Dubai. That's all. Because we know the surprise for the 21, and it will be so crazy, and people must be to discover here. And the 21, it was so great. And I am so happy to be a part of Daisy. Thank you very much.
I love it, Jonathan. We appreciate you. And Edward, Ilya, it's true. Anyone who's not at the February 21st event in Dubai, on February 22nd, it will be the biggest regret that they've ever had. They will there's not a single person in this community that if they miss this event, they're going to regret not being at this event.
Exactly, Jeremy. We never even thought we're gonna land on such a big project, right? We never even thought.
Yeah.
And I like what Avi said. He said something about the current model. That this is gonna be exclusive, and people wanted something exclusive. I'm one of those. If it's something limited edition or something exclusive, I gotta have it. Like most things I have in the house all my life, like if I know this is limited edition, it doesn't matter where it is. If it's limited edition, I have to have it. Guys, what we're gonna have after 21st, right now, I'm talking about Daisy. When we're gonna launch real Daisy private fund on February 21st, that's it. It's limited edition. Only who got in, they get in. And then out of those people who's in, I don't remember who said it. I think Brent said this, or I don't remember who said it. But even if they were passive and they were doing nothing in Daisy, in new project, they will bring 20, 40, 50 people because it's that big. Can you imagine those people you bring right now? Then they multiply 50 times, 50x, 100x. And you already built the organization, hard coded. It's big. And one more thing, just to add, I know Ilya didn't say anything, but one thing, this is a Pacesetter group. This is Pacesetter and leadership group call, right? Guys, do you know that there is the only one bonus that it's going to Pacesetter pools and Pacesetter leader pools? It's unilevel. This is the only one bonus that fits that pool. So that means, what does that mean? After 21st, there's no more dilution. Nobody can qualify. And you getting paid still and bigger and bigger and bigger for years to come.
That's a great point. That 2.5% performance fee is feeding the Pacesetter Gold and leadership pools. And after the 21st, there will be no more dilution of any of the pools. That's a great point.
Yeah, and it's gonna be paying you guys for years and years. Ilya been so silent.
So Jeremy, when you say that Unilever is paying more than upfront, so of course it makes sense because Unilever is going to be the only bonus paying after February 21st, including the pools, right? And it will compound. The trading capital will compound. Of course, those commissions going to be bigger, right? Without dilution. So it makes, I mean, from number standpoint, it makes a lot of sense. Also, guys, I just wanted to add, I mean, I'm really excited to hear this feedback from our beloved leaders. Like we spent great time in Phuket, really. So I still feel the energy. What I would want to say is, I think now we have 65 days left. Now it's time for us to share the story, leverage the Daisy story, share the story with top leaders, because this is Pacesetter call, right? So we want to share this with whoever we know in our industry, with top leaders, because we can nail this, right? Because we have facts, we have numbers, we have facts in Daisy business, and we know what's going to come next, right? Especially those people who's been to Phuket, who signed the NDA, right? So it's time for us to share this with top of the top in the industry and make them come to Dubai, because this is going to be such a huge effect when everybody going to come. I shared this with a couple leaders that didn't even join Daisy right before, but they've been watching Daisy. Guess what? They're flying to Dubai because, I mean, it's no brainer. I mean, this is the only way for them, right? Because they are so curious, they want to see, because they trust Daisy. We've been around for 3 years. If we say it's going to be 10 times bigger, 100 times bigger, they believe it, right? Because we've done some big things in the past. So I think this is like such a great opportunity. It's once in a lifetime opportunity now, what we have.
It really is. And with the 85-15 momentum packs ending at the end of December, and the 90-10 momentum pack for tier 10, there's a lot of urgency right now as well that you can share with your team, where they can take advantage of the momentum pack. So everything is aligned right now. So what a great call. We love you guys. You guys are the leaders. The Pacesetters are the leaders of this movement. We can't wait to see every one of you in Dubai. Let's make these next 2 months the biggest 2 months that we've ever had. If any of the leaders are preparing or doing public webinars, please feel free to share those links in the Pacesetter groups so that we can all support each other, cross-promote the different presentations. And let's really make these final 65 days the biggest 65 days that we've ever had in the history of Daisy. Let's celebrate this huge successful win at the Dubai event together. And let's launch the biggest project that the world has ever seen on February 21st. It's going to be that exciting. It's going to be that big. And we look forward to seeing everybody there. So thanks for tuning in today, guys. Thank you for all the leaders that joined us as panelists today. And let's go break records one more time. Let's break records as we close out this phase of the project. God bless everybody. We'll talk to you soon.